In the Alexa
Echo, stop.
Go to settings and then TV.
Echo, stop. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome back
to JenHannagans.
Jen, Hannah, together. JenHannagans, together again.
We're together a lot. Just you.
You guys just don't.
We haven't seen you all.
It's not like our friendship hasn't been on hiatus. We're here.
Friendship's still strong.
Yeah.
Eating healthy still strong. YouTube.
We're getting back to it.
Something had to give. November was crazy.
November was crazy.
So that's what we're going to talk about, November.
Yeah, speaking of November, you guys know at the beginning of November,
I switched to calories. We were going
we both
try
did.
calories, just doing calories to see if that would help. Mixed results.
Yeah. And I just want to put in here that this, when you go on a weight loss or healthy living thing, it is a journey, and there are always going to be things that change, and you have to be ready to like grow and maybe adapt a little bit
and be okay with changes.
I always said I wasn't going to do calories again. I always said that. Yeah. And I did it in November. And do you want to start?
Okay.
Drink my tea while it's hot.
My tea's got to cool down a little bit. Another one of the ways we're different. I never tracked calories before. It was always overwhelming to me and a little bit much, but I needed to shake things up. And so I switched to calories, and I did like 4 different calculators to find out how many calories I had. I had a lot of calories, so I'm like, I'm going to try it. I like it.
Yeah.
It works well for me, actually. And it may be the time of year, because Thanksgiving and Christmas, I want to be able to eat some of the higher point things that I would normally avoid. But I have no problems counting the calories for those, because I told her earlier, for me, my mom loves sugar cookies and iced sugar cookies, and I only make them for her around the holidays because they're dangerous. I want to be able to make those, and I want to be able to enjoy them. I'm perfectly fine with putting the recipe in, and it's 200 calories for a cookie. No problem. 200 calories when I get like 2,500 calories in a day is nothing. Mm-hmm. That same cookie is 10 points when you only get 30 some odd points a day. You just used a third of your points in a day. I don't want to do that. So calorie counting is working for me. I actually have lost about 4 pounds. It's still the same as, a little bit of up and down and whatever, but I calorie counted over Thanksgiving. I was under my calories for Thanksgiving. I should have posted a Thanksgiving thing. You should see that by now. And I was up 0.2 of a pound the next day and down 1.5 pounds by Saturday. So works for me.
Well, I'm on the other side of this opinion. For me, I didn't lose any weight. I didn't gain any weight either, but I didn't lose any weight. That's not a good example though, because my belly button is not as healed as I would like for it to be. It is open again, and so it has swollen. It has been kind of icky, and my stomach will swell. So I really have no idea, my weight hasn't gone up or down in any significant way. So I feel like there's a couple places in my body I've lost some inches.
You definitely have lost some inches.
But I just haven't.
But then you swell.
Yeah, exactly. And then I swell up and you can't even tell it. So who knows? This right now is just not a really good time to tell. But with the other parts of it, I just feel like for myself and my experience with calorie counting in the past, and like the way that my mindset changed for points, because I didn't want to do Weight Watchers when we started as Weight Watchers, but when we started it, I was like, there's a lot of freedom here, because I'm able to, if it's this time of night, which it's like 9 right now, and I'm still hungry, I can grab something that's 0 points. Whereas if you have calories, you just feel like you can't do that. You feel a little bit more limited. That's how I feel, at least. And so for me, I also noticed that whenever as the month went on, I found myself getting into the habit of like grabbing, worse things. Not because I was thinking about it like that. Like, I wasn't thinking like, oh, I only have to track calories. So it was more just like, I really don't have to put the effort out because like we're just doing calories. So, which I was doing calories and points, but I was paying more attention to the calories. So for me, I would gravitate towards something that was easier, which is normally the, higher calorie or, higher point food. So for me, I feel better and I feel more free. It's funny because I feel more free with points. But hilarious. I can totally see where you're limited with points. Yeah. So like it's definitely all about it's how your mind works.
It really is how your mind works. And it's funny you saying that you feel more free with points because when we started with calories, I specifically remember telling her, like, it was the 4th of November or something. I'm like, I feel so free. I do have a cookie or something, but like I have prepackaged small cookies at the end of the day with my tea if I want to finish my night off.
And things that you wouldn't have eaten with points. But it has not affected you weight-wise.
But in the other foods, I'm eating the same foods I was eating when I was tracking points. That hasn't changed.
Yeah.
That hasn't changed at all for me, really.
Mm-hmm. And plus, she was probably under eating calories anyway.
I definitely
So whenever she was on points, you could toggle back and see your calories. She was eating less calories than what she should. This is probably why your weight has shifted a little bit. Yeah. So that's fantastic.
Because
she's able to eat the calories her body actually needs, which is very important.
Yeah, because when I did
But some people have a problem on the other side of it where they're eating, their 23 points, but they're eating like 2,000 calories or whatever that they don't need. Or if they don't need that many calories a day. So you could go on either side of it. You can be eating 23 points and eating 1,100 calories. You can be eating 23 points and eating, 3,000 calories.
Yeah. So for me, when I did my calorie thing right now, I get over 2,600 calories a day, which is insane. Mm-hmm. And normally I don't quite get there, but I get close. When I was tracking points and calories before, I was only eating like 1,600.
Yeah.
And I knew that was a problem. Yeah. So for me, tracking calories right now is the right thing. And I'm personally going to continue through December. Now we'll see what happens come January.
It is not quite December. We're almost there. By the time you guys see this, it'll be December. But I have turned my calories off completely. So I was for the longest time, even before this, I was tracking calories and points.
Yeah, you were actually doing that well before,
or bites.
A long time before I did.
Yeah, I was doing both, and I just don't feel like mentally for me it works out really well. And I may have mentioned that in another video. The calories are off for like completely. I don't know if that's for good. I may end up turning them back on because I do kind of like to have an idea of what I'm eating. But as long as I'm really going to work to stay within that 23 point range.
Yeah.
And at the most, I do 30. But I want to stay within. Yes, I think that's completely fine. But I just want to stay within that range, and as long as I'm.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back. Anyway, I don't know where we...
You were saying as long as you stay within that range.
Yeah, as long as I stay within that range, I think that I can be successful. Yeah. I think that's what I was going to say.
I think my whole thing I was really resistant to calories. And I was really getting frustrated for a while that the plan
That's also only going to give us 4 more minutes. So I'll have to read. I think it's because of my memory. But it's fine. We'll just keep going.
I think that I don't like change, and I was really getting frustrated that the plan stopped working for me, or that I wasn't losing weight.
Yeah.
So this has been like, okay, you get to a point where what you're doing will only take you so far, and then you have to go further by making a change or changing plans, whatever it may be. So, and that kind of goes into the next thing, which is November, WW changed to personal points.
Yeah. Which we're not on WW, but we were interested in this.
I took the quiz. I don't get it. I have to look further into it. A lot of people have a lot of good things to say about it.
Yeah.
My theory is that WW changes the plans every 2 years, which we know that is a fact. And I think they do it because you're on a plan for a year and a half, you hit a plateau. Mm-hmm. After a year, you'll typically hit a plateau. So in 2 years, they have to change it up.
Yeah, and these plans are great for maintaining. Yeah. Like you could totally live on a WW plan and maintain. It's just the thing is, if you're maintaining where you still need to lose,
it gets frustrating.
Some weight, then that can be frustrating. And that's where we've been. Like I mean, that's just the way it is.
I also
That's
think
where
that's
we're
why
at.
a lot of people put their weight back on.
Oh,
It's because
yeah.
they get frustrated with maintaining when they need to continue to lose.
We have not put
So
any
think
weight
about
back
it.
on, and I think I am very proud of us for that because we have done. I mean, even through maintaining all this time and like frustrating plateau, we've stuck to it,
and
that's
we
pretty
found
amazing.
other things to be proud about and seen gains in other areas. Like I'm a size 10 in shoe now instead of size 13.
She was a 13 in shoes, and now she wears size 10.
Yeah, I'm not joking. I was a size 13 in
that's
shoes.
pretty
I
awesome.
remember in high school crying because I couldn't find shoes. I went the other day to a shoe store I could never shop at and had to go smaller than the largest size there, which is so weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so personal points has changed, and then itrackbites changed too.
Yeah. Healthy.
itrackbites.
No creativity in that name.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I think that they should have done it healthy bites. Healthy bites, guys. If you're in itrackbites,
Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan, I know you've watched at least one of our videos.
What's our plan for December? Unless you're going to talk about itrackbites or healthy.
Well, I was going to talk about, but you know, I'm going to do calories for December personally. itrackbites changed to healthy. It was just a name change so far. I don't know if they'll change the programs. If you're on WW and personal points is working for you, that's amazing. If personal points stops working for you, healthy has all the old WW plans.
Yes.
That's all I really have to say about that.
December, we are going to, I'm getting an exercise bike, which I'm really excited for. Yeah. And so I've made that one of my December goals is to do that for 30 minutes daily, which I think is very doable.
We're also doing my weight machine again.
We're also doing a workout challenge, which I will, that's on our JenHannagans page on Facebook. And yeah, she's doing it. I see your face. We're doing
this
a workout
girl has
challenge.
Me doing
it's barely anything. It's so small.
Push-ups and scrunchies. I don't crunch.
She doesn't crunch. She scrunches.
I don't crunch. I roll. So that'll be interesting.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Well, anyway, that's what we're doing, and then I've turned calories off, so I'm going back 2 points, and I'm going to be pretty strict about my points, even with the holidays and things. Now not on
and
Christmas,
we're still supporting each other, and we are still doing this together,
we're doing
even though we're on different plans.
She's enjoying calories. I hate them. So I'm going to be there for her. I'm going to support her, and she's going to do the same for me. So. And
let's try not to have to edit this. So that's the end of this video
because we only have a few more seconds. All right, thanks for watching.
Like, subscribe. No, what are you doing?
There it is. You have 5 more minutes. I don't know what's.
No.
All right, that's it. We're done.
We're done. Bye. See you in the next one. Hopefully not a month.